He played songs daily for a silent young girl, never imagining that his guitar, his faithful companion, would prove to be the key to unlocking something extraordinary. On a summer afternoon in bustling Los Angeles, with the scorching heat of the sun searing every corner of the concrete jungle, Gabriel, a 25-year-old Latino musician, woke up in his makeshift room in an abandoned building shared with other homeless individuals. The growling from his stomach betrayed the lack of food. The last decent meal seemed like a distant memory. Rubbing his eyes, his tousled hair fell over his face. The unkempt beard contributed to a tired appearance, but there was an undeniable charm in that countenance. His brown eyes were like portals to a soul filled with intensity and sadness, each spark reflecting a burden greater than one could bear alone. Nevertheless, he got up determined, aware that he had a mission to fulfill. Gabriel picked up the guitar, leaning against the wall. The instrument, weathered by time and constant use, still produced music as beautiful as ever. He ran his fingers over the strings, adjusting each one to ensure a perfect harmony. Satisfied, he bid farewell to his homeless companions and headed to the park with the guitar in hand. Upon arrival, he settled into his usual spot, a small nook in the shade of an imposing tree. He started the melody, making it resonate through the park and blend with the city noises. Hours passed, but the amount of money in his guitar case was disappointingly small that day. Luck seemed not to be on his side, but he persisted, playing song after song, hoping to attract someone to listen. By noon, he counted the coins, enough only for a burger and a soda. Despite being meager, it was sufficient, and gratitude was evident on his face. However, Gabriel was unaware that his life was about to take an unimaginable turn. Before finding himself on the streets, Gabriel was a talented and promising musician. Born in Mexico, his family moved to California in search of a new life. He grew up admiring some artists and fell in love with the guitar. With effort, his father gifted him an old guitar, fulfilling his dream. As he matured, he began playing in local bars, standing out for his unmatched guitar skills and smooth voice. However, a series of traumatic events, such as the sudden loss of his parents in an attack on immigrants and financial challenges, resulted in losing everything. He ended up living on the streets, but music never abandoned him. The only reminder of his past was the guitar given by his father. Since then, the instrument became his only companion and source of livelihood. He played in parks and sidewalks, sharing his music with any willing listener. Gabriel was a kind and humble soul, thanking everyone who stopped to listen and contributed a coin to his donation box. He dreamed of the day when he would have a home again and return to the big stages. However, until that day came, he continued to play his guitar on the streets, bringing comfort and hope to all who needed it. While his melodies echoed, a crowd gathered, curious about what was happening. Gabriel began singing a melancholic song, his emotional voice filling the air. "Wonderful!" exclaimed the excited people who stopped to listen. Tense expressions softened, and tears began to flow on some faces. They could sense the sadness and pain in the young man's voice, but there was also a note of hope and beauty that blended with the melody of his guitar. The onlookers crowded around, enjoying the music and contributing a few coins. They felt that Gabriel's music possessed something special, something that transcended notes and chords. They smiled, applauded, and deposited coins to support him. "This young man has a lot of talent," they commented at the end of the day when the crowd dispersed. Gabriel looked at the donation box and saw the considerable amount collected. He smiled, grateful for the support of the people, and repeated the routine every day. He woke up, tuned his guitar, played, and assessed the contributions received. There were good days and bad days, but he kept the hope of improving his situation. It was on an ordinary day that the homeless young man, sitting in a corner of the park with his guitar in his lap, noticed something different. Playing a few notes, seeking the right melody for his next song, he noticed someone standing near him, watching him curiously. It was an approximately 8-year-old girl with brown hair and big eyes. She carried a pink backpack on her back. He had seen her a few times walking in the park, assuming she lived nearby because she always passed by when returning from school. Our channel is growing, and your subscription makes all the difference. Join us and become part of the Soulful family. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell. "Hi, little friend. How are you?" greeted the young man. The little girl didn't respond, just smiled. The musician smiled back and continued playing. She approached and sat beside him, resting her chin on her hands. Her presence strangely encouraged the young man, who continued playing. "Do you like music?" She again said nothing, just nodded, listening attentively. Realizing that she was a dedicated listener, he decided to surprise her with a special song. "Since you're enjoying, I'll play something really cool. Want to hear?" As usual, she just nodded. He started playing a soft song with a delicate melody that seemed to float in the air. His charming voice matched his situation. The little girl opened her eyes and looked at the young man with a shy smile, visibly enchanted by the music. He felt a strange emotion, realizing that his music touched the girl's heart in a special way, going beyond notes and chords. When he finished, she applauded enthusiastically. "Ha ha. Thank you very much, little one," the young man thanked, and she got up to leave. Before leaving, the little girl left some coins in the donation box and walked away looking back with a smile. The musician was touched by her presence and silently thanked for playing for someone so special. He felt happy to share his music, even though a strange feeling lingered in the air. The next day, returning to the same park with his guitar, he was surprised to find the little girl again, waiting for him. She ran towards him with a radiant smile, sitting next to him as if they were longtime friends. "Hi, little friend. How are you today?" asked the musician. Once again, she didn't respond, just nodded. That's when he realized that the little girl couldn't speak for some reason. Still, through gestures and, of course, music, they developed a peculiar friendship. The musician was happy to see her returning every day, playing beautiful songs, some of her favorites, especially for her. The little girl listened attentively, nodding her head to the rhythm of the music. The peculiarity of the situation was that the little girl was always alone, without her parents' presence, and always wearing the same clothes, a lace dress and black shoes with stockings. Despite this, they became good friends, spending hours together, playing the guitar and Gabriel sharing stories. The musician talked about his life, his passion for music since childhood, the loss of his family, and his journey to the streets. The little girl listened attentively, often pointing to the guitar and smiling. The musician, not fully understanding, just agreed, referring to his guitar as something truly special. The musician Gabriel found an unexpected source of joy in the company of the silent girl. She became a bright light in his life, making music take on an even deeper meaning when shared with her. As the days passed, their friendship strengthened, turning them into an inseparable duo in the park scene. Every day, they played their harmonies, attracting more and more people with the magic of their music. The little girl, with her lace dress and ponytail, danced gracefully to the sound of Gabriel's guitar, as if each note were a magical expression of her soul. The connection between them was palpable, winning over not only the ears but also the hearts of those fortunate enough to witness this rare harmony. Enchanted smiles and fervent applause from the audience were eloquent testimonies of the positive impact that this special friendship caused. The presence of the little girl not only made Gabriel's challenging routine on the streets more bearable, but also brought new prosperity. Thanking God every day for the blessing that was the little girl, Gabriel felt that she was the inspiration behind his sudden successes. With her dancing by his side, Gabriel began receiving generous tips, providing him with genuine joy and relief that he never imagined achieving. He was certain that she was the reason behind this stroke of luck, despite not knowing that something extraordinary was about to happen, transforming their lives in unpredictable ways. As winter set in, the park became a challenging place for the musician and his friend. Nevertheless, they persisted in their daily performances, even facing the cutting cold. While Gabriel's music warmed the hearts of those who stopped to listen, he silently battled a rare disease called myasthenia gravis. This debilitating condition progressively affected his muscles, but Gabriel, with remarkable inner strength, refused to let it compromise his passion for music and the joy he brought to the special little girl. On one of those cold winter days, while playing a soft melody, an older man named Carlos approached. Observing the unique connection between Gabriel and the little girl, Carlos, a retired music producer, felt intrigued and determined to learn more about this beautiful friendship. Talking to Gabriel, Carlos was not only impressed with his musical talent, but also with the resilience and determination in the face of adversity. Moved by the inspiring story, Carlos decided to make a difference in Gabriel's life. Using his experience in the music industry, he launched an online campaign sharing the touching story of the musician and the silent little girl. The campaign quickly spread across social media, touching the hearts of thousands of people around the world. The response was overwhelming. Donations began to pour in, not only to support Gabriel's music, but to give him a new chance at life. Gabriel's story of overcoming, love for music, and true friendship with the little girl deeply touched people, awakening a sense of compassion and solidarity. In no time, the campaign raised enough funds to offer Gabriel a welcoming home, specialized medical treatment, and the opportunity to record his own songs in a professional studio. The generosity of people connected to Gabriel's story transformed his reality in unimaginable ways. With tears in his eyes, Gabriel thanked everyone who contributed to rebuilding his life. He pledged to continue sharing his music, inspiring others facing difficulties. The little girl, even without words, expressed her joy and gratitude through sincere gestures. The story of Gabriel and the silent little girl became a moving testimony of how music and compassion can transform lives. Their journey, marked by sorrows and triumphs, highlights the importance of seeing beyond appearances, finding beauty in the most unexpected human connections. And so the young musician and his silent friend embarked on a new phase of their lives, reminding us all that even in the toughest moments, hope and kindness can flourish, turning the melody of adversity into a song of resilience and renewal. As winter tightened its grip, Gabriel and the little girl faced the biting cold with unwavering determination. Despite the challenging conditions, their daily performances continued, drawing more people to witness the magic of their music. Gabriel, however, silently grappled with the progression of his medical condition. On one particularly harsh winter day, as they played a soulful melody, a woman named Sophia approached them. Sophia, a nurse who often walked through the park on her way home, had been captivated by the heartfelt performances of Gabriel and the little girl. Intrigued by their story, she decided to strike up a conversation with them. As Gabriel shared his tale of music, struggles, and the unspoken friendship with the little girl, Sophia's compassionate heart resonated with their journey. She could see the toll that winter and the relentless battle with myasthenia gravis were taking on Gabriel's health. Deeply moved, Sophia offered to connect Gabriel with medical professionals who could provide specialized care. Grateful for Sophia's kindness, Gabriel agreed, and soon he found himself receiving medical attention and support. The news of his health struggles and the enduring friendship with the little girl spread further, touching the hearts of those who had already been moved by their story. Meanwhile, Carlos, the retired music producer who had initiated the online campaign, continued to follow Gabriel's journey. As Gabriel received medical care and the support he needed, Carlos saw an opportunity to elevate their story to new heights. He collaborated with a recording studio, arranging for Gabriel to record a few of his original compositions. The studio sessions became a turning point in Gabriel's life. His soulful voice, accompanied by the skillful play of his weathered guitar, resonated with a depth that left everyone in awe. The recordings captured the essence of his journey, from the hardships of the streets to the newfound hope and resilience. As the tracks were shared online, they garnered widespread attention and admiration. The music touched not only the local community, but also a broader audience that felt connected to Gabriel's raw and emotional performances. The online support intensified, leading to an outpouring of donations and opportunities for Gabriel. Soon, he found himself invited to perform at various events and venues, his story serving as an inspiration to many. With newfound recognition, Gabriel and the little girl continued their performances, not just in the park, but on bigger stages. Their bond and the magic of their music became a symbol of overcoming adversity and the transformative power of compassion. As the seasons changed, Gabriel's health stabilized with ongoing medical care. The little girl, whose silent presence had been a constant source of inspiration, continued to dance and smile alongside him. Their performances evolved into a collaborative celebration of life, resilience, and the enduring strength of their unique friendship. The duo's story reached beyond the realms of music, inspiring people to look beyond the surface and recognize the beauty in unexpected connections. Gabriel's journey became a testament to the impact that compassion, support, and the universal language of music could have on an individual's life. One day, as Gabriel and the little girl performed in a grand theater, they were surprised by a special guest in the audience. It was a family looking for their missing daughter, the little girl who had been silently sharing moments of joy with Gabriel. The reunion was filled with tears, gratitude, and an overwhelming sense of joy as the family embraced their daughter. The mystery of the little girl's silence was finally unveiled. She had experienced trauma that rendered her temporarily speechless, and the park performances with Gabriel had become a therapeutic outlet. The family, profoundly moved by Gabriel's impact on their daughter, expressed their gratitude and joined the growing community of supporters. With the little girl reunited with her family, Gabriel's journey took yet another meaningful turn. He continued his music career, now accompanied by the love and support of a growing network of friends, fans, and well-wishers. The impact of their story had become a beacon of hope, proving that even in the face of adversity, individuals could create extraordinary connections that transcended words. In the years that followed, Gabriel's story became a symbol of resilience and the transformative power of music. He and the little girl, whose name turned out to be Isabella, continued to share their unique performances, now with the added joy of family support. The community that had rallied behind them remained a testament to the enduring spirit of compassion and the belief that every person, regardless of their circumstances, deserved a chance for a better life. And so, the melody of Gabriel and Isabella echoed not only in the park, but in the hearts of all those who had been touched by their extraordinary journey. It served as a reminder that, even in the most unexpected circumstances, the harmonies of compassion, friendship, and music could create a symphony of healing and transformation. If you enjoyed the content and want to stay updated on all the latest news, don't forget to subscribe to the Soulful Messages channel and hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until the next video.